Minimalist living, how one rule can transform your spending habits. In a world overflowing with advertisements, sales, and the pressure to keep up with trends, it's easy to find yourself buying more than you need. For many people, this leads to cluttered homes, tight budgets, and a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Minimalist living offers a way out by encouraging intentionality in both what we own and how we spend. One simple but powerful rule can transform your spending habits. The 24-hour rule. The 24-hour rule is a strategy that promotes mindful spending, helping you avoid impulsive purchases and focus on buying only what truly adds value to your life. Let's explore how this rule can reshape the way you approach spending, bringing you closer to a minimalist lifestyle. What is the 24-hour rule? The 24-hour rule is straightforward. Whenever you're tempted to make a non-essential purchase, wait at least 24 hours before buying. During this waiting period, reflect on whether the item is something you genuinely need or just a passing desire. By putting space between the impulse and the purchase, you give yourself the opportunity to make a more thoughtful decision. Once the 24 hours have passed, if you still feel the purchase will add value to your life, you can move forward with it. More often than not, however, you'll find that the urge to buy fades away, allowing you to keep your money in your pocket and your home free from unnecessary clutter. Why the 24-hour rule works. 1. Stops impulse buying in its tracks. Impulse buying is a major contributor to clutter and overspending. Whether it's a spontaneous online purchase or a tempting sale at your favorite store, these unplanned purchases often lead to regret. The 24-hour rule helps you break the habit by giving you time to pause and evaluate the necessity of the item. That small window of time is usually enough to stop an impulse purchase before it happens. 2. Encourages mindful spending. Minimalist living is all about intentionality, and the 24-hour rule promotes exactly that. Instead of making split-second decisions, you take time to consider whether each purchase aligns with your values and long-term goals. This kind of mindful spending ensures that the things you bring into your life are purposeful and meaningful. 3. Reduces clutter. How often have you bought something in the moment, only to realize a few days later that it wasn't really needed? These unnecessary purchases add to the physical clutter in your home, making it harder to maintain an organized, peaceful space. The 24-hour rule reduces the flow of unneeded items into your life, helping you maintain a more minimalist, clutter-free environment. 4. Saves you money. The financial impact of the 24-hour rule can be significant. By eliminating unnecessary purchases, you automatically save money. Over time, these small savings add up, allowing you to use your financial resources more wisely. Whether it's building an emergency fund, saving for a future goal, or simply enjoying more financial freedom, this rule keeps your spending in check. 5. Promotes gratitude for what you have. Waiting 24 hours before buying something new allows you to reflect on what you already own. It encourages a mindset of gratitude, where you appreciate the items you have rather than constantly seeking more. This shift in perspective is at the heart of minimalist living, finding joy and contentment in simplicity rather than in the accumulation of more things. How to implement the 24-hour rule. 1. Pause before purchasing. The next time you feel the urge to buy something that isn't essential, stop. Don't add it to your cart, whether online or in store. Instead, mentally or physically note the item and give yourself at least 24 hours before deciding whether to buy it. 2. Ask yourself key questions. During the 24-hour waiting period, ask yourself a few critical questions to help determine if the purchase is necessary. Do I really need this item, or is it a temporary desire? Will it add lasting value to my life, or is it something I'll lose interest in quickly? Do I already own something similar that serves the same purpose? Can I afford this without straining my budget or sacrificing something more important? And 3, reevaluate after 24 hours. Once the 24 hours have passed, revisit your decision. Do you still feel strongly about buying the item, or has the desire faded? Often, the excitement of the moment wears off, and you realize the purchase wasn't necessary. If, however, you still believe it will enhance your life, you can move forward with confidence, knowing it was a well-thought-out decision. Real life example: the power of the 24-hour rule. Let's say you're browsing an online store and come across a pair of shoes you hadn't planned on buying, but they look amazing. In the past, you might have clicked buy now without a second thought, but with the 24-hour rule, you hold off. You add the shoes to a wish list or simply take a mental note, then walk away from the screen. Over the next day, you reflect on whether you actually need the shoes. You ask yourself if they fit into your current wardrobe or if they're an impulse-driven splurge. You also check your finances to see if the cost fits into your budget. After 24 hours, the excitement has worn off, and you realize you already have plenty of shoes. The desire fades, and you save yourself money and space in your closet. Benefits beyond spending: how the 24-hour rule transforms your life. 1. Less stress, more freedom. Living with fewer things reduces the stress of managing, cleaning, and organizing your belongings. When you stop buying items you don't need, your home becomes more streamlined, and you feel more in control of your environment. This freedom from clutter leads to a greater sense of peace and well-being. 2. Greater financial security. The money you save by avoiding unnecessary purchases can be used to create a buffer for unexpected expenses, pay off debt, or invest in your future. Over time, this financial security reduces anxiety and allows you to live with greater freedom and flexibility. 3. Increased focus on what matters. Minimalist living is about focusing on what truly matters in life, whether that's relationships, personal growth, or meaningful experiences. The 24-hour rule shifts your attention away from material possessions and toward the things that bring real joy and fulfillment. By spending less on stuff, you have more time, money, and energy to devote to what you value most. Final thoughts. Small changes, big impact. The 24-hour rule is a simple yet powerful tool that can have a profound impact on your spending habits and overall lifestyle. By pausing before you purchase, you not only save money and reduce clutter, but you also embrace the principles of minimalism, living with intention and appreciating what you already have. Minimalism doesn't require drastic changes. It's about making thoughtful choices that improve your quality of life. Start with the 24-hour rule and watch how this small change can lead to greater financial freedom, a more peaceful home, and a deeper sense of contentment.